Milestone Mystique. I got it at Marshall's on sale for $12, and I really like this stuff. And Mystique is the right name because I don't think anyone can quite figure it out. Okay, I may ramble again a little bit with this one, but before I begin rambling, if you're wondering about it, this changes quite a bit. I really enjoy this. It starts out with some kind of fruity note, then it seems to have some leatheriness, but that's not all. I don't know what else is in it. I don't know, it's really good, but it's definitely fruity to me. It seems like there is a bit, maybe hidden floral, maybe, but just hidden. But then the dry down is dusty. And I don't know where that's coming from. But this is unisex, and Mystique is the right name. I was talking to my mother. She said, intriguing. She said that's intriguing. It is definitely unisex. I'll get into her opinion more in a second. But it's intriguing, and it's really hard to pinpoint the notes in this. And of course, this is a Milestone dupe of a Byredo fragrance, but nobody can really decide for sure, and there's no way to know. I did find some kind of Milestone website that said it would be up and running soon. I tried to message somebody selling Milestone on Instagram, and they gave me notes for something totally different. I was like, I don't know what, there was a miscommunication even though it was typed. I was clearly asking for the notes for this one. But yeah, I really enjoy this. I love this very much. So I actually found it on sale for $12. So I am sitting outside, and it's April, and finally we're having warm weather again. Y'all, we have a big yard. So ignore all like the dirtiness of this table. Is just sitting back here. I love sitting back here though. Anyway, it is in the low 80s today. I don't care what anyone says, and I don't know what other people are saying. I'm guessing some people might put this in the cold weather category, maybe not, but myself, I like this for summer. Very intriguing for summer, very unisex. That fruitiness, I don't know, you just smell this and you're like, what is that? Anyhow, so it's like in the low 80s today and breezy. You could probably see the trees moving. I got to mow the lawn again. We've had a lot of rain, and this is carrying in the air. So we were doing yard work, and I was told, like, yeah, in the wind, even though I just sprayed I brought it outside and just sprayed this scarf, right? And this changes so much. Now this is like, it seems like I might get some floral. This is like sweet fruit now. It's not as dusty. I feel like this is one, even though it's going to have all the notes I just described, I feel like this is one, and my mother said the same thing, I was getting her opinion, that may change, a good deal on different people, and it certainly changes over time. This will last throughout the day, definitely on your fabric, but I would like to respray. You got to be careful because it's a little powerful. Like I said, I was told it's carrying across the yard. That's a clothesline. Yes, there's a washer and dryer, but it's really nice to hang your clothes out so they smell fresh. Anyway, so and then all across into the front yard, even up the driveway. So this is carrying on this summer breeze. It's I want to say sexy, but it's like more intriguing, and it's sexy in an intriguing way. It's nice, it's appealing. It's not one of those that's intriguing and off-putting, not to me anyway. Maybe it's divisive with some people. I was watching Fragrance Fan, who does a good video of this, and here's the thing, y'all. A lot of people, before when I saw this in the store, I mentioned that people had said this was supposed to be Mr. Marvelous. Well, I looked up the notes for Mr. Marvelous, and this is definitely not Mr. Marvelous. Some people are saying Bibliothèque by Byredo, clearly Byredo, but when I look up the notes for that, they seem partially fitting. They seem largely fitting. However, Milestone makes one called Bibliothèque or Bibliothèque, like it's Biblio and then it ends with TIC. So as some other commenter said on Fragrance Fan's comment section on his video, somebody mentioned that Milestone has that dupe, and why would they make two dupes of the same one? I'm halfway. Okay, and then by the way, okay, I cut myself off. So the other one is Animalique, and then I was also looking at the notes of Mixed Emotions. All of those have some points to it that would match this. One person suggested maybe this is duping one that is no longer being made by Byredo. I don't know. I can't find... nobody can. I wonder if they didn't name it Mystique because they're actually doing a dupe blend of Byredo fragrances, and it's mysterious. So, because that it is. So I was asking my mother's opinion, and she doesn't wear fragrance much, and she's very picky. And she said this is nice. Now, let me give you her opinion because she's so picky. So if she says something's nice, appealing, that is meaningful to me. So she was like, somewhere, she said there's definitely a fruit she can't pinpoint. I told her about the notes, and she doesn't know anything about Byredo or anything like that, but I was telling her about like the notes from Bibliotech, and she said, well, yeah, maybe plum. She said, but there's something, she said, not necessarily citrus, but something brighter in there too. If it's not plum, it could be a mix of citrus and like maybe a deep red berry, like a wine type berry. I don't know, but she said there's some kind of fruit. She's not, she's not sure if it's citrus because it's blending with other things, but she said, yeah, there could be plum in it. And she said somewhere in there she gets a hint of vanilla, but it's not a vanilla fragrance. And I said, well, I get some leatheriness, and she didn't let it dry down, but I know that it gets dusty as it dries down. However, out here on the scarf, it's not. It's like fruity hints of floral. So I guess it depends. This is very versatile. Like, it makes me think if you were wearing this, like, y'all know I love to talk about the beach. In the summertime on the beach in the evening, if you're walking on the beach in that breezy air, that it wouldn't necessarily dry down dusty. It would be more like this really almost fresh fruitiness. Anyhow, I don't know how she didn't pick up on leather, because I definitely get like leathery, suede or leatheriness in this initially too with the fruit. So, by the way, so yeah, this is Milestone, and this actually got like a little design on the top there. Gosh, I don't know what that is on there. Anyway, this does not have it looks like oil seeping out. Maybe that's why this one was on sale. But I will be wearing this. I will be wearing this summer. When I take several trips to the beach, and I feel like this will catch people's attention. Oh, my mom also said, she said she can't quite pinpoint it. She said maybe not sandalwood, but something like that. And but she said maybe not exactly sandalwood, and she said it reminds her of something classy from the time frame from when she was growing up. So like I said, she's picky. If she thinks it's intriguing and it smells nice, she said intrigue probably would have been a better name. Intrigue. But both work. Then if she says that, and if she thinks it's like, I said, do you think it's like tacky? Is it offensive, or is it appealing? She said it's intriguing. I like it. She said it's not tacky. She said it does not smell cheap. And I told her, well, these dupes, this company, and the other, dupe houses that are kind of under a big umbrella house, they dupe some really, really nice niche fragrances, and they're hit or miss. And I'm going to reiterate, as I have, that with all of these, if you smell one of them in one store and you think you don't like it, make sure to keep picking them up and smelling them, because batches matter with all fragrances, but I really think that it matters strongly with these dupe houses. Also, if you pick one up one time and you think it smells really good, but you don't purchase it, and say you go back to another store like Marshall's or TJ Maxx and you see it again and you're like, oh, I'm just going to purchase it. Make sure you smell it first, because with a different batch, it may be quite different. I'm really loving this right now. I will be wearing this. I feel like I will get compliments for sure. I feel like people, you know, if they're not shy, may ask me, you know, like, what are you wearing? So let's just look at some other notes. Oh, and what I was going to say is, this one does not have that great atomizer that we all love. This is just, I mean, you know, it's not that stretched out, beautiful mist that, oh gosh, that fresh spray is, oh, that smells so good. Now it's like, it's brighter right now, sitting outside spraying it. I don't know what that, it's something bright, but also it could be plum. Maybe some people are saying peach, like in Bibliotech. Maybe that's what it is. Oh, but it's really juicy and pretty at first. It's fruity and pretty throughout. Like I said, there is a dusty dry down as it totally dries down, but this is really nice. And I love peach, by the way. So maybe that's what it is, but it's blending with something else. And this is so picking up beautifully in this warm, breezy air. So let's look at some of these notes for other things. And I'll say what I agree or disagree with. So, okay, so this is for Bibliotech. You see on Fragrantica, fruity, leather, powdery, sweet, violet, animalic, patchouli, vanilla, floral, musky. This seems to fit very well, okay? And these would be the notes. And there's that hint of vanilla, like my mother was saying. I get leather. For some reason, she was not picking up on leather. I don't know how. Maybe the violet with the musk is giving it a dustiness, like powderiness. But to me, it's not overly powdery. Although that plum and peach and the leather and vanilla, maybe some patchouli, that's vibin'. But why would they have another one called Bibliotique or Bibliotique, however you would say it? It's not teak because it's T-I-C, not T-I-Q-U-E. So it's confusing, so hold on. Okay, animalique. Okay, now here's where I have issues with this. It says powdery is a top note. To me, does not, the initial blast would not be boom powdery. You do get leather. I could see the leather and violet in the opening and the musky, but no, you're not going to get boom powdery leather, amber tobacco, yellow floral. I don't think so. Well, then it that dry down with sweet and floral. Let's look at the notes. Okay, so maybe the animalique would make sense with that brightness, because my mother mentioned she's like citrus, but maybe not quite citrus. So maybe that's the citrus with mimosa and violet. There's that suede and amber and tobacco leaf. So when you look at these notes, this could make sense. It could, but it still seems like there's that plum and the other fruit notes could fit too. This could fit. Y'all, fragrance is like so mental. It's like you get an idea, somebody says words, and then you're like, oh yeah, I think that's what it is. Or no, if somebody says no, you get what I'm saying. So hold on. Now this is interesting. You would think that they would make the bottle darker if it was this one. And as Fragrance Fan mentioned, this is not a sticker, which is nice. So that's just like on the bottle. It's not a sticker. And I'll take all those stickers off after I'm done reviewing it, of course. So, woody, fruity, sweet. Warm, spicy, I don't think so. Aromatic green. Let's just look at the notes for this one, though. So that one has I'm not really getting saffron, I don't think. But, this one, too, has plum. And it has papyrus, which I'm thinking maybe that's like the dusty smell. And there's some wood. You see a lot of wood, the oak and the oud. And then sweetness with praline. Oh, this is so confusing. I don't think it's duping this, but this has some similar notes as well. Okay, y'all, now look at mixed emotions. Fruity, woody, green, leather, aromatic, fresh, spicy, smoky, soft, spicy, fresh, ozonic. Remember how I just told you it's like suddenly now the dry down outside is like fresh? However, other times it's dusty. So maybe that's the smoky part. I don't know. Let's look at the notes. So this one has black currant, so that's sharp. And then that, how do you pronounce that? Mates? I think it's like a T. And then it's got tea, violet leaf, birch, and papyrus. No, so I don't think this is it because there's no leather. But I'm just thinking like that birch and papyrus. Maybe that's almost similar to like a more of a powdery, or not powdery, more of a papery, dusty dry down. So it's not duping this, but there are things about this that seem fitting. I just can't. Hold on. What I'm going to tell you this is not is Mr. Marvelous. I do not see how this could be duping Mr. Marvelous. I just don't see that. Let's go to the notes. So the notes for Mr. Marvelous, pettigrain, neroli, I'm just not seeing that. This has very fruity when it opens. Bamboo and lavender. Okay, that's just too fresh, and there in the mid, that especially, I'm not getting lavender or bamboo off this at all. So y'all, I do not think this is duping Mr. Marvelous. I guess the closest things would be like the Bibliothèque and Animalique. I suppose maybe some from Mixed Emotions. I don't know. I really don't. It's mysterious. It is Mystique. I think it'll be intriguing when you wear it. Male, female, doesn't matter. And it does not smell cheap. So, and it's not boring. It changes, as we've discussed. So I hope that by going through some of these options and telling you what parts it may smell similar to and what parts it does not, I hope that gives you a better understanding as you consider how it wears on people. I'm getting ready to take a trip up to Maryland, my home state, where I grew up anyway. I've been living in the Carolinas for years. Got lots of family roots down here, but they're all my states. But anyway, everybody in Maryland would be getting mad. They're like, and I get that. I'm a Marylander, so I grew up in Annapolis. But anyway, they say Maryland is a cult. Anyhow, I'm going back for a visit, and I think I'm going to go to the zoo, which I'm really looking forward to in DC. So I might wear this then. I don't know if I want to travel with this if it's leaking though. And I don't have any little travel things to, what do you call them? Y'all know what I'm talking about. To put it in a little, I can't even think right now. You know what I'm talking about. I'm not sure I want to travel with this particular bottle though if it's leaking. But we'll see. I will definitely be wearing this summer. If you figure anything out, please put it in the comments. Tell me how this wears on you. I like this for summer. I really do. Especially with the fruit. It's just really intriguing, fruity. I'm so torn on words. Like I don't exactly want to say classy, tasteful. Oh, the neighbor's dogs are starting. I gotta stop. Y'all, anyway, I hope you're having a beautiful day wherever you are, or a great night wherever you are. Please do like and subscribe. I'm trying to reach at least 1,000 subscribers, so if you would do that, I would really appreciate it. Okay, I'll see you soon. Bye.